Hello there, my very good friends. On today's After News, WWE's insane plan for Adam Cole on the main roster has been revealed.
And why Bryan Danielson chose AEW over WWE. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the After News.
That it is. We are going to talk this After News about Adam Cole. Obviously, he's in AEW now. He debuted at All Out 2021.
And he did deliver, to be fair.
He did deliver. He did indeed deliver.
Certainly to Jungle Boy's face.
It was 9 days after his WWE departure on the 27th of August. You know that whole saga about them realizing, oh, how come his contract ends 5 months early? Oh, short-term agreement. You know all that stuff. What we're going to talk about today is what you maybe don't know about. And it's taken us a minute to get going, but here we go. Wrestling Observer Radio today, Dave Meltzer telling a little story he's heard from several sources within WWE about their plans for Cole on the main roster.
Let me guess. Let me guess.
Let's play a game.
Okay, let's start small. Intercontinental Champion.
Not on this report, but it was on another one.
Okay. Well, let's bump that up, shall we?
Let's go.
What about World Champion?
Okay, you're way too big here. You're shooting way too big.
They will allow him to keep his Twitch channel, but he has to wear a nappy and wrestle as a baby.
I can't decide if that's better or worse than this. We're in a similar ballpark.
Yeah.
We're in a similar ballpark.
Just tell me.
All right. Adam Cole, manager. What? How do you like the sound of that? So I'll just tell you the whole story to give you the full context. The idea was that he was going to be paired up with Keith Lee. Keith Lee was going to be turned heel.
Okay,
Adam Cole was going to be his manager in a dynamic similar to Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley was.
Love them.
Exactly. Great dynamic for them. For Adam Cole, maybe not. So that's how the partnership would have worked. Adam Cole would have been a mouthy little guy hiding behind the massive guy in that partnership because WWE apparently saw him as more of a manager than a wrestler. Dave went on a little bit talking about this. It gets worse.
Oh no.
They were going to have to probably change his name. Why do you think that is? Already got one, Cole. You might get confused.
How thick do they think we are?
You might get confused between Adam Cole and Michael Cole. So to summarize, paired with Keith Lee as a manager, as Lio Rush, rarely wrestling by the sounds of things, with a new name. Now, shout-outs to Michael Sidgwick, who came up with Adam Boom for his
That's 100% what they would have gone for.
WWE ring name, but you've got to imagine. I forgot as well. This wasn't just someone that came out the creative team. Like, it wasn't some reality TV writer who's never watched wrestling.
Okay, yeah.
Two sources on this. One said it was Vince's idea, and one said it was Bruce Pritchard's.
I mean, they're basically the same, aren't they? Yeah.
Tells you a lot about their mentality, doesn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I swear. But honestly, imagine that. Imagine them going, okay, we're going to have to pull up the big guns here. Adam Cole might be leaving for a competition, as everyone is when their contract expires at the moment, right? And, like, he's got, on the one hand, probably get paid the exact same amount of money, if not more, in AEW. Yeah. You know, creative freedom, increased chance of becoming a world champion. His missus is there. His best mates are there. There's a story he can walk straight into. Or manage heel Keith Lee and change your name in case people think Michael Cole's your dad.
That would have been a better storyline, wouldn't it? Adam Cole is Michael Cole's son.
Honestly,
I think it's like a lot.
This is exemplary of the WWE, though. What were you telling me about Thunder Rosa today?
Yeah, Thunder Rosa. When you think about stories like this, maybe we shouldn't be surprised. Like in 2020, Thunder Rosa, and she's told this story before, had a tryout for WWE, right? You know Thunder Rosa, great wrestler.
Yeah.
Tremendous, loads of fire, really skilled. They wanted her to be a referee. A referee.
She's going to be a world champion in AEW. She's been a world champion elsewhere.
She's going to dethrone Britt Baker in 2022 in a big epic moment. A referee!
Anyway.
Adam Cole is a manager.
Let us know your thoughts on that in the comments.
Adam Boom.
Adam Boom.
Michael Sidgwick. Respect.
Right, let's move on and talk about Bryan Danielson, the former Daniel Bryan, of course, and why he chose AEW over WWE. I think we may have just exemplified it. But also, Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio talking about the fact that he decided to do this. I mean, it sounds, the way he's wording it, like it's a sacrifice. It's a bloody good sacrifice.
It's not a bad one.
Oh, go on then, lads, I'll go and work for AEW. But he thought it would be a best outcome for the industry as a whole. It's akin to when Mick Foley went to TNA in 2008, because he thought, you know, let's liven things up, let's make some opposition. And I know when every time I say this, people are in my mentions saying, well, there is opposition. There's, you know, there's all the other promotions. There's the MWA, there's Impact, there's... Yes, but not viable financial opposition.
Yes.
The same, you know, Impact could never offer the same sort of money. That's why WWE wasn't worried about them.
Exactly.
AEW, it's a different kettle of fish. Does he eat fish? It doesn't matter. Anyway, Danielson said that, yes, he would elevate the company by being a part of it. Not to get too arrogant, but I think that's a valid statement. And also, working in AEW, we speculated on this at the time, would open up other opportunities elsewhere. New Japan is obviously somewhere he speculated of working with. I know WWE maybe dipped their toe in there, but we all knew that was never going to really play out, if we're perfectly honest. And when it comes to money, I mean, I doubt he's that bothered by it right now, but also they basically offered him similar sorts of money, but there was fewer dates as well in AEW, allowing him to be at home more often, which is just nice.
Nice.
And I mean, what a week for AEW. Considering this time last week, I realised this as I was knocking up the podcast. Go and listen to it, our AEW Dynamite review of myself and Daddy Boys. This time last week, we were sat here talking about Billy Gunn attacking the big Paul White.
Yeah, no more BS.
It's been a hell of a few days.
Yeah, it really is. It's quite clear that Danielson really struggled with this decision, right? Because like on the post-show scrum, all out, the thing where he spoke and swore a lot. Loves swearing.
Oh,
now,
he loves
he?
a bit of F and Jeff. He's like me on a live stream.
But on that, he spoke about it as well. He loved working for WWE. He had a good relationship with Vince, and he could have probably gone back there and been quite happy. So it was clearly a big decision for him, a careful decision for him, one that required a lot of thought. And you know, he's a big believer in competition, it seems. And I agree with him. I think that if you're Daniel Bryan, if you're Bryan Danielson,
we have to create some sort of rule.
We're going to get there. If you're the American Dragon and you're thinking, I'm one of the best wrestlers of all time, if I go to this smaller company and help lift them up, it's better for the industry as a whole. So, like, I agree with him completely.
A smaller company with a billionaire in charge, but still, and it's a company that's still getting established. I realise there are AEW fans out there who say, like, don't call us a smaller company.
Well, it is a smaller company.
Awareness is not as there as much, but these signings and the events, you know, it's not just saying, we've got CM Punk, we've got Bryan Danielson, we've got Adam Cole. It's putting on the great weekly TV show and the great pay-per-view that hooks people into it. Because it's all well and good, TNA had this, bringing people in and going, look, it's Christian
It's
Cage.
Orlando Jordan.
Exactly. But then people go, oh, what's actually beneath the surface here? That's to the benefit of it all. And I think it's vastly improving. Very quickly, just to cut this off at the pass, because we get this a lot. Are you worried about like a bottleneck of stars, or is it, as Michael Sidgwick often says, in using a football analogy, soccer for our American fans, a sort of a good selection headache to have? Oh no, we've got so many talented people and only so many titles.
I'm not worried. I think that the situation will solve itself naturally. We'll see how it pans out. It's a lovely problem to have, obviously. They're adept at cycling people in and cycling people out, and you're not featured for a couple of months, but you're going to come back in and get this tremendous push. There will eventually become a time where maybe the roster is a little bit busy and maybe they have to consider some options and everything else. But for now, no.
Plus, rotating the roster is always good.
Yeah.
That's always something we've campaigned for with WWE.
Like an armpit to keep it fresh.
Exactly. And you know what I think about AEW? I think their future is so bright, I've got to wear shades. Oh, God. Let us know your thoughts on that and all of the things we've discussed. I don't understand why I said let us know your thoughts on that. Let us know your thoughts on me wearing sunglasses in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling on either iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast from for daily wrestling podcasts. Our AEW Dynamite review is available right now. And me, him and Sage are going to be sitting there this afternoon. It's going to come out talking all about who should jump next from WWE to AEW. Plus, let us know your thoughts and Twitter questions for the news tomorrow morning at WhatCulture WWE. And watch there, follow both of us. You can follow him at...
You can follow me at Andy H. Murray. The H stands for Hudat.
That's what you're going to say, heads up.
Heads up.
Heads up. Follow me at Adam Wilborn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. We're a serious news channel.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.